Hi, welcome back to the Carver's Wood Shop. What I had you do is finish up the arms, the other arm, as we have it here. And what I went ahead and did was offline, you can do this as well, is to take off this corner of the back of the Santa. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the body here, and we're going to round off the arms. Yeah, I'll do one side, you can do the other one offline. Just round that off like so. Then you're going to round off this corner a little bit. You don't want to take too much off there in the corner. You just kind of round things up, shape it up a little bit. And remember, you want to get all those, you want to trim the whole thing, because you don't want to leave any of this dark stuff on, because when you go to paint it, it's going to show up differently. It will look blotchy. So we're going to go back and we're going to trim all that off like so. Alright, so what we're going to do is after you do the arms here and you round everything off, I'm trying to think what else we need to do here so I don't forget anything for you guys here. You know, go back and round all this stuff off. You can take some more off the back here and just shape it all up. Make sure you just get all those rough marks off. You go ahead and do the other arm. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go back to the face. So what we're going to do is we're going to start putting in the eyebrows and a few other things. So when you do, oh, I forgot to put the one eye in. I'll do that when I'm offline later. What you want to do is just go up here, push in, pull up, push in, pull up, push in, pull up, push in, pull up. Then you're going to flip it upside down, and you're going to follow those lines again, just like that. Okay? And that's how you get your eyebrows in. Now don't forget, on the other side, your eyebrows are going to face this way, the way the knife is. Okay? So when you do this beard, this mustache, you have to be very careful because of it flipping upward. So what we're going to do is we're going to just trim this off. I'll do this one half a mustache. You can do the other half offline. And what you're going to do, on the edges, you always cut your first cut away, you know, kind of away from the bottom. So we're going to do the top here like this and just follow it all the way up like this, close to the edge. You don't want to go all the way to that point, because it has a tendency of chipping. And then do the next one, follow it out. Do 3 or 4. I usually do 3 on something this small. And then follow your last one out. You can also put another one in. That won't hurt any. Like so. Okay, and then you're going to flip it over. Very carefully, you're going to chop it out. Just like that. Don't ever want to pull anything. Try not to pull anything out. I know I do it once in a while too, but and this last one. Okay, so that's how we get our mustache in there. And then when we do our beard, now you can extend that a little further if you want to the end. I usually don't. You know, you can extend them a little bit if they're not far enough, like so. You know, just to finish them up a little bit, or whatever you need to do to make it look right. Okay, and then what you're going to do here with the beard, it's the same thing. We're going to do squiggly lines. I think I've shared this with you before. You know, you want to kind of do lines like that, and lines like this, and then kind of intertwine them a little bit. See how I have that? So not that I'm going to follow those exactly, but I'm going to erase those. But that's roughly how that's done. You just want to take your time to make the squiggly lines. And so I'll start down here now. Now remember, I told you to wet your block if it's too hard to carve. But see this line in here? If you're using that alcohol and water, that we talked about. I discovered that if it's too wet, you're not going to see those lines once you put the cut in, because the wood is, you know, it has a swollen texture to it, so you will not see that line. So you want to make sure that this is dried pretty good before you do the beard. Okay, take it out of the bag overnight or something if you don't see those lines, because I had a heck of a time with this big one, trying to find out where the lines were and all. So it's just something I learned along the way, and I'm just sharing that with you so you don't get frustrated with it. So then you go back and you just cut out one side here, cut out another side, and that one there. Okay, and then we'll do the whole beard. We'll go from the top here, and then you can go back and put little lines in between if it's too wide. You know, if it's too wide of a cut. I'm saying in between this part of the beard. If there's too big of a piece, then you can go back. And the same thing with the hair. You want the hair to go, I'll draw on this side so you can see, towards the center, like so, you know. That's how you want to do the hair. I'll do this side, and you do the same thing. You do the squiggly lines and cross them over a little bit. And you do your whole piece like that, okay? And remember, when you get down to the beard here at the end, you just want to kind of notch it out a little bit. Okay, all the way to make it real distinct on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and finish everything else offline, round this off a little more. I'll finish that eye by the time we come back, and then we're ready to finish up the body, and then he'll be ready for painting. So I think we have about one more video, but I just want to show you when you finish up on this big one, since you can see it. See how that's finished up on the end? All I did was go back and put little nicks here and there to give it a fuller look. Alright, and the same thing with the hair a little bit. You know, you do just squiggly lines. So, okay, so we'll be back.